This is me Gayatri Prakash and welcome to my page. എല്ലാവർക്കും എൻ്റെ പേജിലോട്ട് സ്വാഗതം. So today I would like to discuss with you all about OET reading, in which I chose part A of reading because most of the students are finding difficulties to complete the part A within 15 minutes. So here I have few tips. That tips may help you all to get your answer in 15 minutes. Okay, so let's move on to the tips. So as we know that part A is total 20 questions, in which there will be a one healthcare topic and that is divided into 4 texts. So in which one of the texts will be a pictorial formation. So the remaining 3 texts are like a kind of a passage which includes subheadings, and some texts won't have even subheadings, isn't it? So how we can schedule our timing and how we can increase our speed, and what is skim and scan method, and how the way we can answer to the questions, and how much mark we need to score it to reach our pass mark. Okay. Tip number 1. As I like so many students, they are saying that like we can just start from the 7 to 20 questions first and then I'll go for 1 to 6 questions, because maybe for some students it may be easiest thing, but for few students it won't be easiest. But we have to plan as per our own way. It's not mandatory that we have to always find the answer from the 7 to 20 questions and then we have to go for 1 to 6 questions. For some students it may easy 1 to 6 questions, because whatever you want to answer for that particular question, we must know the text. Each text is explaining about what. So thereby it is very important to know the text first, and also it is not possible thing to read all the text, all the passages within time period, isn't it? So in that situation, what should I do? So soon after receiving the question paper, the first main thing is underline the heading. So what is my healthcare topic for the part A of reading? And second thing is each text is explaining about what. Thereby there will be some subheadings. That subheadings only will help us to identify that each text is explaining about what and what kind of the information they have given. For example, osteoporosis is a healthcare topic. So that osteoporosis information divided into 4 texts: text A, text B, text C, and text D. So text A, for example, they have given the definition kind of thing, what is osteoporosis and what is the signs and symptoms of osteoporosis. And text B is explaining about the medical diagnostic procedures of osteoporosis. Text C is explaining about the medical management in the tabular column. And text D is explaining about the surgical options. So in some of the texts they won't have a subheadings. So in that situation, what we must do, which means at least first 3 lines we need to read it and we have to underline with the help of a pencil. Because when you are reading the first 3 lines, that is more than enough for you to figure it out that passage is explaining about what. Either it's explaining about the signs and symptoms or the diagnostic procedures or medical management or surgical management or about the definition. So when you don't have the subheadings, what we must do, which means at least the first 3 lines we must to read it and we have to underline, and the reading should be very fast enough of that, because you have only 15 minutes. And if you have the subheadings, please try to store it in your mind, which means by heart it in your mind, because it is really helpful for you when you are doing the 1 to 6. The 1 to 6 questions are match the following, and 7 to 14 questions are like a one word answer, and then 15 to 20 questions are filling the blanks. Okay, so first 1 to 6 questions to match it. So that particular question comes under which text? Unless otherwise, if you know the subheadings or if you know the sum of the clue regarding the each text only, you will able to answer to this match the following. Otherwise it is very difficult for us to find the answer. And coming to the 7 to 14 questions, which is one word answer, when you are reading the question, that time itself it has to be clicked in your mind. Okay, I have read this information under this text. So if you know the text correctly only, it will help you to consume your time accordingly. Otherwise you will waste your time. So first you are finding the text, and then you are navigating the answer with the help of the key points. So in the each question there will be one key point will be there surely to identify the answer. So with that key point you are going to particular text first, and then you are navigating that key point first. From that key point, either it's the front or the back, that there will be an answer for you. So this is the way you have to find the answer for the 7 to 14 question. And coming to the point of like 15 to 20 question, so how I will find the answer for the 15 to 20 question, which means it is the filling the blank. So that there will be a dash, and before and after the blank part, that you will have a key point. So when you are reading the question, that time itself automatically it's in your comes to the mind, this question I have, this information I have read from the text A or text B, text C or text D, that you have to that you have to be very sure with that. Then only you can move to that particular text and you can find the answer with the help of a key point. So this is the way we can simplify our reading part A. Either it is asking in a very difficult way or in the easiest way. So this method, so first one is underline all the key points. If they don't have the key, underline all the key points and underline all the subheadings, and also please memorize the subheadings and which text is explaining about what information. And the third thing is, and the fourth thing is, like in case if they don't given a if they're not given a subheadings, what should I do? So read the first three lines of the passage and underline, and just make sure that each point is each passage is explaining about what. So based on this way, we have to practice to tackle the 15 minutes and to at the same time to get the answer for the 20 questions. At least if we are not getting 20 out of 20, at least we need to get at least 16 questions out of 20. 16 questions is very important to gather it. And mainly this 1 to 6 questions is very easiest thing. It is not necessary to make any mistake if you know the text properly. And it will take only the few seconds, like 1 to 2 seconds to find the answer for this 1 to 6 questions, because it is a match the following. If we underline the subheadings, if we know the text exactly what is explaining about the particular topic. Okay, so try to follow this method. And also time, when we are practicing, please practice always with the 13 minutes, not to keep 15 minutes. Try to practice 13 minutes, because that 13 minutes practice will improve our speed. Also time, when we are practicing, please practice always with the 13 minutes, not to keep 15 minutes. Try to practice 13 minutes, because that 13 minutes practice will improve our speed, and also it will help us to find the answers in a very fast way. And also it will help us to like time saver. Also it will help us. So just try to practice within 13 minutes rather than 15 minutes, and that will help us during our exam time. Okay, I hope these tips will help you all to do your part A in a better way. Try to do that. And if you have more queries regarding the reading or listening, writing and speaking, you can contact us and you can join in our class at any time. Our number has given in our description. So
Hi everyone, my name is Neetu. ഞാൻ റീസെൻ്റ്ലി OET പാസ്സായി ഇപ്പോൾ UK വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നു. ഞാൻ OET പഠിച്ചത് ക്വാളിറ്റി OET ഓൺലൈൻ അക്കാഡമി വഴിയാണ്. സോ എന്നെ വളരെ ഹെൽപ്പ് ചെയ്തത് ഗായത്രിയാണ്. ഷീ വാസ് റിയലി ബ്രില്യൻറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ഹെർ വേ ഓഫ് ടീച്ചിങ് ഈസ് റിയലി അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡബിൾ. സോ ആരെങ്കിലും ഈ ഒരു സമയത്ത് OET പഠിക്കാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ സോ ക്വാളിറ്റി OET ഓൺലൈൻ അക്കാഡമി അവർക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ഹെൽപ്ഫുൾ ആയിരിക്കും. ബിക്കോസ് അവരുടെ മെറ്റീരിയൽസ് ഒക്കെ അപ്ഡേറ്റഡ് ആണ്. ആൻഡ് നമുക്ക് എന്തൊക്കെ ഡൗട്ട്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലും അവരത് നന്നായിട്ട് ക്ലാരിഫൈ ചെയ്തു തരും. അപ്പം എനിക്ക് ഭയങ്കര ഹെൽപ്ഫുൾ ആയിരുന്നു. ബിക്കോസ് എൻ്റെ പ്രോബ്ലം റൈറ്റിങ്ങിനായിരുന്നു. സോ ഓരോ മെറ്റീരിയൽസും പലതരത്തിലുള്ള മെറ്റീരിയൽസൊക്കെ വെച്ച് പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്ത് എനിക്ക് നല്ല സ്കോറോടുകൂടി തന്നെയാണ് ഞാൻ OET പാസ്സായത്. അപ്പം ഞാൻ ഹൈലി റെക്കമെൻഡ് ചെയ്യുന്നു ക്വാളിറ്റി OET ഓൺലൈൻ അക്കാഡമി. താങ്ക് യു.